Hello, children. How are you? I hope you are all well in your house. Myself, Sangeeta Jadhav from Gokhale Education Society, GDC Bitco, English Medium High School, Nasik Road. Children, in the last video, we have finished lesson number 30, and the name of the lesson was Be a Netizen. I hope you must have done the homework also, that means the question answers, in your classwork book. Children, lesson number 31 is an activity. Give your mind a workout that you can do by yourself with your friend. Okay? So, in the last lesson of your portion is page number 77 and lesson number 32. And the name of the lesson is Helen Keller. Helen Keller, this lesson is very interesting and you will be impressive when you read the lesson. The story depends on a deaf and blind child and how she became a famous for all her deafness and blindness. How she have become a graduate, how she have done to fight from the blind and deafness. Now we will start the lesson. Be ready. Open your page number 77. Lesson number 32. The name of the lesson is Helen Keller. This is the story of a child who became completely deaf and blind before she had learned to talk. Because of her own courage, because of Helen Keller's own courage, and also that of her wonderful teacher, she got a wonderful teacher in her childhood only. She learned to talk and also write. She was able to go to school because of her own teacher and to college and to live a full and happy life. Children, Helen was born in 1880 in a small town in the southern USA. At 18 months, when she was beginning to talk, she suddenly became terribly ill. That means she fell sick. And she was nearly died. In her sickness, she was nearly died. But when she recovered, she was completely deaf and blind. It is very difficult for a deaf child to learn to talk. If the child cannot able to hear, it's very difficult for that child to learn to talk. Most babies learn by hearing other people talking, but the deaf child cannot hear anyone. So now, can she know what talking sounds like? Because she was completely blind and completely deaf. So it was very difficult for her to talk also and to listen also and to hear also. Many deaf people learn to lip read. Underline lip read. The meaning of lip read is to understand what somebody is saying by watching the way their lips move. And they became very cleverer at understanding what other people are saying by watching them. But Helen could not see because she was blind also, no? What other people were doing. She remembered a few words she had known before she was ill. For instance, she went on calling water Wawa. But she had to make sign for most things. She would shake her head for no and nod for yes. A pull meant come and a push means go. But of course, she could say very little like this. And she depended entirely on other people. Yet Helen had an active mind and a clever brain and wanted to do and say everything any other child could. She used to get into terrible temper when she could not explain what is meant or understand what other wanted. It was very difficult time when she doesn't understand what other people want to say. Then when Helen was nearly 7, when she was 7 years old, what happened? Annie Sullivan came to teach her and look after her. Her mother and father brought a teacher, and the name of the teacher was Annie Sullivan. This clever and devoted teacher changed Helen's life. The teacher was very devoted and she changed Helen's life. Annie Sullivan herself had been nearly blind and had been at a school for blind people. The teacher herself was a blind and she was working in a blind school for the blind people. There Annie Sullivan had learned the finger spelling method. She felt sure that this was the only way to talk to Helen and teach her to say what she wanted, because Helen could not see her making the sign. She would spell the words onto her pupil's hand. Helen had become very sensitive to the feel of things, much more sensitive than most people are. She could soon tell the difference between feel of one letter and the other. Turn page number 78. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll. Now Sullivan gave her a doll in her hand. And when she gave it, she spelled the letter doll. Who spelled the letter? Helen spelled the letter doll and onto Helen's hand. She did this with the name of other things such as cake, mug. In this way, she started doing many spelling. Helen obediently spelled them back, but she did not understand what it was meant, and she soon grew bored and unhappy. She would not try any more, and poor Annie Sullivan did not know what to do next. Then one day what happened? One day Miss Sullivan took Helen outside the water pump. As the water spilled into Helen's mug and overflowed on her hand, Miss Sullivan spelled water on her hand. Suddenly Helen's face lit up. She understood the water was the name of this cold, wet stuff. And it came to her in a flash and everything as a name. Touching her little sister, she spelled baby, which was one of the words Miss Sullivan had shown her. All that day, for days after, Helen darted from one thing to the next demanding. In this way, Helen started preparing the spellings one day after every day. And she was able to spell many words. She became so excited, she could hardly control herself. In this way, she can spell many words and she can frame the sentence also very clearly. At last, words began to have a meaning for her. She then learned the name of the actions as well as things. Then she started doing the name of the actions. That means to sit, to stand, to run, to walk, to talk. From then on, she was able to learn as many as any child does. Only Helen spelled words with her fingers instead of saying them aloud. Although she made noise, she still could not talk. Now that she had started to learn, Helen, with her quick brain and good memory, learned very fast indeed. She learned to spell words incredibly. The meaning of incredibly, that means extremely, unbelievably. That means she started learning the spelling unbelievably fast, and as soon as she and her beloved teacher could have long conversation, wherever they went, Miss Sullivan described things to her and told her what happened, what people were saying. Helen soon learned to write on a special frame with ridges to keep the lines straight, and later she learned to type. She began to read the Braille books. The next thing was to learn to talk loud. For this, she had a special teacher who taught her how to move her lips and tongue. Helen quickly learned to talk also and to listen also people speaking and putting her sensitive fingers on their lips and throats. This meant that she could talk with people who did not know the finger spelling method. So long as they spoke distinctly, all this was hard work, needing endless patience by both pupil and teacher, and long practice. In time, she could talk, read, and write, and even learn to speak French and German also. She started to learn to speak French and German. Now, Helen was determined to go to university and take a degree. When she was 20, she sat for the entrance exam of Radcliffe College, one of the best colleges in America. And the papers were set in Braille language. And she typed all the answers, but of course, she could not read what she had written. She had to take a chance that she had made no mistake. She had no difficulty in passing the examination and entering the Radcliffe. Miss Sullivan was with Helen all through her time at the university. In the end, this girl, who at 7 had lived in a dark world, unable to hear or speak. Throughout her life, she helped other blind people to find courage. She traveled all over the world, inspiring everyone for her example. In this way, Helen Keller lived to a ripe old age of 88 and she passed away in 1968. This lesson is inspiring for all our children. Even though she was blind and deaf, she passed the degree and she helped throughout for the blind people. Because of her courage, she became a famous all over the world. Children, we have finished the lesson. In the next part, I will give you the question answers. For your homework, read the lesson one time and write at least 10 lines dictation in your classwork book.